Yesterday we had a bit of power issues. I think there was a blackout in Uganda. So, so welcome to this stream. Welcome to Tuesday morning stream. Man, those chicken. Yes, that's what it. Yo. Thank you for attending the stream. Yo. Welcome to Tuesday live stream. I've been having a bit of issues, but we are back. So last week's trade, I think it was later on last week. I had a very snipe entry. You see this trade here at the purple rectangle where I told you guys that price would come and test this flip zone. Gold bought, and you can imagine how gold skyrocketed. Just check. So with this trade, you'd have been able to grow your account by a very good amount. So you can see this right away from here. From right here down here where you see this purple small rectangle, 4419.978, all the way to up here. So let's just do a rough estimate with you. Let's do a rough estimate. So you imagine taking your buy limit here down with 0.01, entering there. Stop loss up, take profit somewhere up here. You see that is 664, and then placing your SL around here. Down here, very tight. That's even very big. You place your stop loss right here below that rectangle. You're risking around 15k, around 15 to 20k. You can see it there, to make over 600k. So when you don't execute these setups and don't use proper risk management, like, bro, who do you blame? Because my mom is giving you guys very good setups. It's your ability to make sure you execute it rightly. You're patient enough to wait for the setup to move as we need it to move. So that was a very beautiful trade last week. Yeah, you can imagine how huge that move was. It was a very huge move. A very, very huge move. Imagine a move from here all the way to up here. So here I'm trying to see something because this is a demand zone. I'm trying to look for confluence to see if we can get a quick, good, decent trade. Yeah. So if you look right here, there. You look there, I believe you see head and shoulders, head and shoulders pattern. Yeah, that's what she has Samrad, man. Use of live streaming there. Live streamers, we are doing our thing. Yeah, and many more guys to the stream, not especially. Today, I think the highest I've averaged in this long stream, there are 2 viewers. There is Pro PK. Shout out to Pro PK for supporting. There's also my guy SK Heights. Yeah, SK Heights. Shout out to SK Heights for supporting also. Yeah. But I believe through you guys finding good trades, finding more value here, you're gonna bring for me like more people to the stream, and it's going to be like pretty much a win-win situation for all of us. Yeah, so when you look there, I believe you see a head and shoulder pattern. Yeah, I think for a better view I can go to M30 and you see it clearly. So you see there we have a head and shoulder pattern. But head and shoulder pattern on a support, it's quite weird. You cannot just think of whatever selling because you have a head and shoulder, not an inverse, because you have a head and shoulder at a bit of a resistance. But that point is a new point. There is no clear resistance in it. Yeah, markets just faced a bit of resistance as you see, but it's not like a sure resistance. But you can see we have a head and shoulder there. So head and shoulder we cannot sell it unless we wait for multiple confluences. Meanwhile, that's also a demand zone. But we see price has tested that zone over and over. So if price is testing a zone over and over, respecting it, you see price has failed to break below that demand zone. It shows there is a lot of bullish momentum for buyers. So the fact that there's a lot of bullish momentum for buyers means that market has a high chance of pushing upwards. So even on this stream, if you are watching, even if you have a small account, don't fear. Once I give you a trade on gold, just execute it. Make sure a stop loss is intact without fear or favor. Don't. Yeah, you check whatever. You check under my bed, those laptops and what. Why it's in the laptop? Check. The cable is there. Don't buy my phone, you refuse to buy it. Now you are here dying. They said you change this rice in a small plate, by the way, and you wash the dish. I forgot this one. Yeah, so I was saying that whenever you're taking a trade, make sure that stop loss TP is aligned because it's what matters most. You don't lose a lot. You end up making sure that you obtain value from the trade. So they are also trading a smaller account, 35K, which is about $10. So for those who have $10 accounts, this is for you. Yeah, this moment is particular for those who have small money. Yeah, it's something I want to do because most Ugandans can afford within. But soon I will be releasing my copy trading whereby it's all about you making sure that you go to Xness and choose me as your investor and you can simply be under me and all the trades are executed by me direct to your accounts. As well as also you will be able to get free account management from me whereby I manage your account as long as you're in my link. There's nothing, you don't pay me money, you don't give me any cut of profits I make for you. You simply make sure you your Xness is registered under my link. Yeah, make sure I'm your partner. So looking at gold right here, where we have a head and shoulder pattern, you can see here, it's right here, head and shoulder, right shoulder here, or you can use this, head is here up, then you have the left shoulder here. But price is respecting this support. So price is respecting that support, is quite strong. So what we need to do is we have to wait for the market to tell us if it's gonna respect that support and push, or it sees chances of going back down. Because if you look right here at the bottom, we have a market gap. This is not a fair value gap, this is a market gap, but we also have a fair value gap here, but was filled a bit here. So there's a possibility of price dropping all the way up to down here to fill that inefficiency. Because the trade I gave you guys last time was here. I don't know why people are not serious, but guys, when I give you a trade, I know what I'm saying. I have years of experience, years of losing money, and years of making some decent money sometimes. So when you look at this trade I gave you here, price breaking above, coming here, and I told you the price would retest here and price pushing up based on my system, my edge of flip zones. This purple zone was a flip zone. Check if you entered here, right here, and you placed your stop loss. Let's imagine you took your buy limit right there, here where I told you, in this zone, and you placed your stop loss right here below the zone. You would be literally risking 8,000 to make over, just check this, 8,000, as I told you, to make over around 600,000 on that trade I gave you last week. And you'd relax and hold it, because when you enter this trade, you relax, guy. When you're in profit, you lock in. You move your stop loss into profit somewhere here, and then you ride the trend. Meaning, even if price reverses, you're still making 70K, worst case scenario. So if you had a $10 account, this is a trade that enables you to have grown your $10 account using lot size 0.01 to over $150 in one single trade, one order. Of which I will tell you, don't go with one order. I will tell you, scale in. If price is moving well, everything supports structure, scale in with another position. So this trade would have literally made you maybe even $1 million from 0.02. Yeah, maybe even $1 million, trust me. So patience is very important. I remember how I waited that day for this trade. I was very patient. I executed it and I let it run. But some of it was a bit test. Then a little bit I was doing it for someone. As I told you this year, my aim is not just to be flipping and all that. My aim is to be consistent in my trading. So anyone who comes to me, I am trying to provide people with a realistic and consistent path to trading. Not random flips, not random money, safety. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to give. And safety requires a lot of patience. You need to have patience, and then it requires what we call it requires you to be rational, to take time confirming what is right, not to just rush because you feel like. You have to have a lot of emotional maturity. Yeah. So you see, as I told you, we have a head and shoulder there, but we see price failed to break below this demand zone. This demand zone right here is still holding pretty well. You can check that it is still holding. That demand zone there, it's still holding pretty well, because one thing I can see is I can start to show you that price here. We're going to head over to another pair in case we fail to get a trade yet on gold. Yeah, because I want every session to have almost something like a trade here. So you can see price came here, higher high here, higher high here, right here, then another higher high, and price stopped here. And when price stopped right here, up here, price came back to this demand zone. And what did price do after tapping into the demand zone? It created a what? A lower high right here. Both here and right here still, it created a lower high. So it created something like basically a mini double top. You look here, this, something like an M pattern. So to me, I feel like there's liquidity above this level here, right here. So the only way I would sell this market right now is if price broke below here to somewhere here and came back and swept liquidity and confirmed to me on the M5 that it is dropping by creating an mini flip zone, I would sell. But I feel like there is still some good buying momentum in this market, that is a possibility for price to drop somewhere here, fill in the gap, and then head over. But as I look here, I see price first going to a brief sell Yeah, so let's hold over to M5 and see what we can get from M5 time frame. So in the M5 you can see very well that here we have a higher high, here higher high, kind of a double top. If I zoom in, you can see this mini double top. Price breaks below the neckline of the double top, retests here. But remember why I don't advise entries here, there's liquidity above. So you could have taken this entry based on double tops and double bottom strategy and made a very beautiful sell down. But look what happens. You're going to almost be taken out because you might take the entry around here and price comes back. So if your stop loss was tight, price would come and literally tail push. But based on my flip zone strategy, if price comes back and reacts with a V-shaped reaction, like here to a demand zone action, I need price to break below this level, of which let me see, that's here, that's about here. Yeah. The only thing of trading on small time frames, it's not bad, you get sharper entries, but it should be based on the bigger time frames. Otherwise, the momentum and the strength of the movement is not going to be so great. Sometimes you can easily get stopped out and wicked out. Not because the strategy doesn't work, but because you're just relying fully on small time frame analysis. You're not basing on the big time frame. But if the smaller time frame is agreeing with the overall time frame, and your analysis is matching on both time frames, that is where the real trades are, because they rarely disappoint. Their disappointment is like almost, it's like a miracle, literally. It doesn't easily happen. So there was that zone where price made a V-shaped reaction here, tapped into the demand V-shape. So we basically want price to come back above that level, to come around this level, around here. If it is to sell. So what happens? Let's zoom in and see. Price has literally failed. Price came up to here, sold well, started ranging, and what happened? It has created still a lower high. This high is still over lower than this high here. So price here is like as if it wants to sell, but we are not all that sure, because the way market is moving, it's not yet great. It's not yet any confirmation. So to me on gold, I would say on gold right now we don't have any trade. Would have waited for, we need price to first prove to us something, either break below this low and come back and retest for a sale, or maybe break above this high. We need some sort of proof. Okay, this is a demand zone. Let's look, before I leave gold, let's first look at something briefly I want us to check. Let's go to the M15. So on the H4, what I was trying to tell you, on the H4 you see that very well this is a demand zone, because there's this big green candle, powerful demand zone here. So when price comes to this zone, we would expect price to push up, and we have been having a bit of red candles week out, lower wicks showing buying pressure, and you have a green candle trying to push, which could result into a big push upwards also. It's possible we could have a big push from here, right here. That's why I'm saying let's look at it carefully. So let's go to the M15. Since it's a demand zone, we are looking for price sweep liquidity as it enters into the demand zone. So we see that liquidity was swept below this low here, also below this low here, right here. So liquidity has been swept. So since liquidity has been swept as price enters into this demand zone, we are looking for a flip zone reaction. Yeah, so as I told you, when price is coming to whatever, when price is coming to a demand zone, it comes in form of a mini downtrend. If you remember my videos I've been doing last week, my streams. Yeah, so this is the mini downtrend we are talking of. This one here. Okay, that's the mini downtrend we are talking of. Price comes in. The price is coming in form of that mini downtrend. Yeah. Now, when price comes in form of that mini downtrend and it sweeps liquidity, I've told you has been swept. Same strategy. This time I want $10 to make like $200 in this strategy. Yeah, and if you make, don't forget to make a video. Yeah. So price has swept liquidity below that low. I've marked it with a green line there. So liquidity is swept. So where is my previous supply zone, my previous resistance, which rejected price to go lower? Let me mark it with a rectangle. So I'm not going to use a blue rectangle. I'm going to use, for my resistance, I'm going to use a a green rectangle showing my resistance. Yeah. So this is the green rectangle here. Okay, it's here. This is the green rectangle. So that's my last supply zone, which is lower, where price got rejected, and so I'm waiting for price to come back up, reject that zone, create for me a flip zone. Someone could say there's a bit of a mini flip zone about there, out down here, but I will not literally agree so much because price is on a downtrend, which can still sweep supply. Yeah, so well, let's wait for price to break above that zone officially on M5, then return and see it creates a flip zone, or there's a possibility that this is already the flip zone on M5. Yeah, so let's wait for that. So no trade on gold. Let's go to US30. Let's go to US30. There's no trade on gold. Oh man, the way my battery has dropped is crazy. US30, and US30. Drop, sweep, liquidity, rejection, break above. Us looking at US30, US30 is quite a mess. There's no clear sense there if you look at it. So I would like to leave US30. See what is on USD JPY. My system is always playing out crazy. Look at USD JPY, as I told you. This is a flip zone. And then what happens? Price returns. There we go. We had another push that skyrocketed and broke above. So when I look at USD JPY, we had a close above here. Beautiful close above this level here. Very good close. So let me drag it here. Okay, I'm going to delete all these. I hate untidy charts. Yeah, I like my charts simple. Today I'm doing analysis on a phone like as if I'm some no beginner. I did a lot of analysis back in the days on phones. So there was a good entry on USJPY. Didn't take it like immediately, but for me, where USDJPY is, we broke above. Let me see. We had a retest, nice. We had a close. So where USDJPY is, let me move. Where USDJPY is, I'm seeing a beautiful trade, entry right there. Buy stop. There, yeah. This is the M15. SL is going to be a SL under that. So, but on this time frame, when I look, I'm going to pick the curtains myself. Guys, don't hear about my curtains in the stream. I will chiboko you. Start talking about my curtains in the live stream.
Dia kepiga food doang deh, nak buat food. Kau itu like dekat kita. Kan bayar dulu.
No, I told Austin to change that rice. Did I tell you Austin? No, it's not you wash the dish.
The dish,
Yes.
you're
not doing big work. That is just
you
small work.
the wheel.
You can change them, it doesn't hurt. You just do it, they get over.
Teaspoon.
And life moves
Ma
on.
biti bawe material be ram. Wa ni na za mo ka bi.
Hey, I don't know, no one is going to eat whatever. New food without eating the old one. The food has even come here.
Nunca não me diz, eu quero me do. What na go to be aqui, o still o tá. The god of me na li. Ni no tu ti la ko.
If you start listening more and paying more attention, man, you find life will get better. Yeah, so right now here we are US. Let's think of taking we can take buys. Stop loss is going to be below the demand zone there because it's very powerful. Stop loss is going to be big, about like slightly big, like about 23 there. But honestly, you don't need to risk like by the time price takes out that low. So I'll say risk about 14 is decent. So I'm taking a buy. Taking a buy. If you're live, buy USD JPY. So buy USD JPY, buy USD JPY. Yeah, so feel free to buy USD JPY, buy USD JPY. Yeah, so I said feel free to buy USD JPY. Gold, we are still waiting for confirmation. We cannot yet execute anything on gold. Yeah, but USD JPY, feel free to buy USD JPY. Stop loss that point. Yeah, feel free to buy USD JPY. Yeah, I'll be back shortly. Yeah, but USD JPY buy. Stop loss below. This low. About 14. But since I'm doing about 2 orders, I might cut around here. So stop losses are not literally permanent. You must know where to cut. I might cut about there. Worst case scenario. So about costing me about 15k or 16k. But you should execute what you know. You don't just execute anything anyhowly. Yeah. So guys, if you find this trade is running, buy. Yo, what's up? What's up? Welcome to the stream, guys. I said bye, bye. Yo, 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 welcome to the stream. Don't forget to buy USD JPY, buy USD JPY. Yeah. Man, yo, yo, welcome to the stream. I've been on the stream, not seeing any viewer. Don't forget to comment, eh? Yeah, so it's a buy for USD JPY. Although I'm going a bit aggressive, but buy USD JPY. Yo, welcome to the stream, man. I'm still whipping some shit here in the kitchen, man. Yeah, so, man, the streamers, you cook some stuff, yeah. We are like some steam and bubbles, guys. You guys know that's my saucepan rambling here. Yeah, guys, may I cook, eh? Cook my stuffs, yeah. So, USDJPY, I told you that buy, earlier on I said buy USDJPY. I don't think I had any on the stream, but right now you can still enter for a buy on USDJPY. Stop loss you can place below there. I use 0.01 lot size. This is showing 14k, but we can have a stop loss slightly there to tighten loss. Yeah, but I'm expecting a decent push from USDJPY later on. Now it's still kind of having a failure, but when I look at the breakout of this resistance retest and a close above that zone with such a large candle, there's nothing to expect other than buys, honestly. Yeah, there's nothing to expect other than buys. So that's the trade running. Yeah, full margin. Quite not super full margin, but a bit aggressive. Yeah, it's quite aggressive. Yeah. So, and we could dip down a bit. So if you're watching, we still have a structure supporting the markets here. We have structure supporting. If you look there, we still have structure. So price can dip all the way to. We still have structure there supporting the market. Higher highs and higher lows. You can see the higher highs and higher lows. So we could have a dip maybe to somewhere about here, somewhere around there. So if you plan on taking a buy and you've not yet executed, you can wait and take a buy right here. Stop loss right below these double bottoms. Although liquidity could easily be swept. Yeah. Yeah, so that's the trade on USDJPY. Don't forget to comment if you're viewing this stream. Don't forget to comment. Yeah. Yo. You have to know what you are doing. Don't play. You have to know what you are doing. Cooking food in the kitchen, no nice food. Has no risk. Everything has risk. No risk, no Lambo. So fast like a Lambo, Lambo so slow like a tortoise, tortoise. Joshua Baraka. They wanna buy you with the pepper. Hey. Looking for love, and all of them faces. You're running for love, but you cannot die. Let's go. No risk, no Ferrari, no risk, no Lamborghini, no risk, no Japanese. I feel like if you're going margin and you know what you're doing, it's not bad. But it is bad when you don't know what you're doing. Yeah. And when you cannot afford to lose. Yeah. So good point right now, buy USD JPY. Very, very good point, buy USD JPY right now. Buy USD JPY here. Though as gold would have been cooked long time ago. So I'm trying to see something a bit till we get the confirmation, right? Failed reaction. No risk, no Ferrari. Buy USD JPY. Buy USD JPY right there. I went in quite some huge drawdown because I went aggressive, a bit full margin. But now buy USD JPY. I like the respect onto the line. Yeah. So for me, I can go to top up funds to sustain trade. But always go much orders, go more trades when you know what you are doing. Eh? Like the way I went is a bit aggressive. You look at this. This is aggressive, very aggressive on that account. Yeah. Worst case scenario, I can even blow it. It's aggressive. But where to enter right now, buy USD JPY. If you bought earlier around here, still a great entry point. Yeah, good trade. Make sure stop loss is decent for you. You're not losing. Worst case scenario, make sure you're not losing more than 15k if you're having a big stop loss. If you want a tight stop loss, then make sure you're not losing more than about 7-8k. Yeah, about worst case scenario, let me say $2.5 to $3. Yeah, that is decent. So me it's a bit I went in aggressive mode. Yeah. But I'm still in this trade because I still can afford to add in another position to back up that trade because I feel like USD JPY worst case scenario, I feel it's going to If it decides to drop massively, it's going to go way down somewhere here, and it will not. So I will add in more money to hold their positions, because definitely the positions I've entered, the price to cross like somewhere here, my guy, I would have already been cooked long time. Yeah. So I think if I reach like about around 10k, I'm going to, if I go to equity of 10k, I'm gonna add more money. Yeah. I'm gonna add more money if I reach equity of 10k. Yeah. But yeah, that's it. What I do, don't do. Do it only when I tell you enter a trade, don't open as many trades as you see me open. I just tell you open an order or two. Yeah, but what I do is sometimes I go aggressive. Yeah. Because no risk, no Ferrari. No risk, no Lamborghini. No risk, no Japanese car. No risk, no Bajaj even. Like everything is a risk. I mean the kitchen cooking is a risk. Yeah. The gas can explode on you. Yeah. So that's it. This is risk, yeah. But I'm not teaching you to just leverage your whole account. I'm teaching you entries. That's what I'm teaching you. When do you exactly enter? Because if you know when exactly to enter, you have an edge. Even if your money is small, you can risk big without fear ever. And the market will respect you. But as I told you, it's not a must, because sometimes even the perfect entries can always have issues. These are markets. Sometimes even the best of best entries can have issues. Yeah. So back, I'm regaining slowly, slowly. The down ones are turning to a bit of profit there. But step by step. Yeah, then when you enter a trade and you know what you're doing, guy. When you enter a trade and you know what you're doing, guy, you're not going to be on tension. But if you know you're gambling, my friend, I think your heart is going to be racing faster than you. Because you don't know what you're doing. You're just doing guesswork, yeah. So your heart is going to be racing. Yeah, but how many kilometers per hour, I don't know. Yeah, so your heart's going to be racing, but you know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, my advice is this. If you're not sure of what you're doing, ask those who know what they are doing. If you can't ask those who know what they are doing, if you can't ask them, then do this. Don't trade. If you choose to trade worst case scenario, then make sure your stop loss is what you can afford to lose. Because the moment you cannot afford to lose that, then you are risking. You're going to suffer for nothing. Yeah, if you know you can't afford to lose what you are risking, then you're going to suffer for nothing. Yeah, anyways, I'm still here washing my rice, guys. I'm washing my rice. Let me first pour the dots, guys. Pour the dots. This Michelle has to cook very well. Yeah. So that's it. You can see USD JPY flying. I told you buy from there, because that's a sniper position. Where I told you buy from right now. If you buy from here, you can still buy, by the way. If you are watching me, if there's anyone who wants to execute this trade, buy USD JPY from there. That's where price is respecting the trend line structure. Yeah, based on my model of entry, based on my original strategy. So if you didn't enter the trade there, then hey guys, let me fix my rice. As soon as I put my rice, I'll get back to you guys. In cold cooking, it needs attention. People are there giving your women attention. Don't want to give your food the attention. Yeah, guys, let me work with my shit, man. It's good. Okay. But today I'm just cooking full meals, eh? Just full meals in the kitchen. Let's fly. Hey guys, are just there for campaigns. School is loading. Yeah, uni life is loading, guys. Going back to hustle that shit, man. That's not easy, man. So I'm going back to hustle that shit, man. Yeah, still having a failure there, but yeah, be patient. Oh man, I'ma let you see that world. If you find me, then I know. Yeah, it's a bit of a fight there, but yeah, you just have to trust market analysis. Trust me. Trust market movements. If price fails, I'll be loading. Make sure that you is somewhere where you can the risk is decent, pretty decent for you. You see me, I'm now back down a little bit. So if you find that the risk is okay for you, you can take it, take it. If you find that the risk is going beyond what you can take, close it. That's why I'm teaching you risk management. See, I mean, I'm like now 17K in equity. I have to start planning. If I see I'm about like 13, 14K, then I have to start planning to add equity, to add money. Yeah. Because I'm still positive on the fact that USD JPY is going to go up. I don't know what you guys are thinking, because that's why I say feel free to comment. You might have a decent idea and we can look at it, because there's no one perfect when it comes to trading forex. Yeah, there's no perfection, but you can have at least you can reach a point where you're good. You're really far much good at what you say. Like most times it happens. Yeah. So, and that's why risk management helps you achieve consistency. But if you're not consistent in your risk management, that's why I say don't over risk. Don't see me open those positions and do so. Sometimes we just be like, no. You feel like, yes, you know what you're doing, and when you know what you're doing, it builds confidence. But in what, like right now, if you're trading your small account, $10, your plan is to grow it, then I say take it step by step. Teach it how to grow like a baby. Grow it like a baby. Don't try to skyrocket to jump from point A to point Z in one trade. No, don't do that, because you're not being consistent. Being consistent is here. You see me, I'm using 0.01 lot size. Do 2 trades right now. Take 2 trades. Yeah. If you want, you can take even 3-4 trades. But what matters is risk management, because you might find a guy taking like 5 to 6 trades. But when he's risking the same amount of money, his stop loss is very tight. Yeah. So if you choose more orders, make sure that your stop is tight so that you're losing the same amount. Yeah, you're losing the same amount. Oh, I gotta be so much. They wanna cook with me. I told them don't play with me. I'm another level from the city of Cease. Ooh, damn for the nigga on the beat. I'm never ever gonna show you me real. I'ma tell another nigga drop it down every day. I'ma shoot it down at the bus. They don't wanna keep. Ain't nobody wanna feel this story. Yeah, that's decent. This one gonna be funny. Yes. That's not going to finish. Oh, excuse. Yo, back, man. I was just checking on my rice, man. Guys, don't wonder when I tell you I'm cooking, man. I'm trying to whip some lunch, eh? Some matoke for bagandas, some goat's meat. You guys are preparing for violence and elections, once you're here. You're just preparing food, eh? That's the difference. Yo, don't forget to comment, man. Guys, don't forget to comment. If it's Pro PK on the stream, thank you. If it's Heights, thank you for watching. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to share with anyone interested in growing their accounts, in making some decent money on my streams. Yeah. We are coming, we are literally 1 minute to the end of the stream. Although, I think I'm going to push a little bit longer, slightly. Yeah. Because at 3, remember, I will be back for New York session. Yeah, maybe I think we are looking at getting a trade on gold. So we are almost back to equilibrium. We are back equity at 29k. The downer orders are pushing 600, 700 shillings. Yeah, so we are almost back to equilibrium. Yeah, so gold, I'm still waiting for a bit of confirmation about there. Yes, I'm waiting for a flip zone. Yeah, so if gold creates for me there a flip zone, then I'll wait for M5 to create to come back and shift structure that supports bullish. I think it will probably happen in the New York session. So I'm looking at some serious gold buys in the New York. In the New York session, because we are for the London session. Yeah, so I'm looking at some good buys on gold for the New York session. So yeah, so hopefully we get some good gold trades. This should be a trade that pushes your account from $10 to $100 minimum. $100 to $200 is what we are looking at. Yeah, in fact $200. Yeah. So if on my stream that trade of gold, you're going to wait for it patiently, because patience is what matters, and patience gives the confidence. Yeah. So anyways, that's it for the London session. Don't forget to tune in. Here we are. We executed a beautiful trade on USD JPY. A buy. I told you to buy it. Good entry, sniper entry right here at the bottom. Me, I entered quite early, but I also gave a bit of entry slightly a bit early. But sniper entry, I showed you where to take it from, and here we are. 3k. We are 1k on the bottom orders. 2k. So we're almost back to equilibrium. Then we can maybe see we'll create a new high. Yeah, but we have a drop. So USD JPY markets, there's a way they fluctuate a bit. But in case this trade fails, I'll also tell you what to do. Yeah, that's why I'm not closing this stream so early. Yeah, I'm not closing it so early. Yeah, but if you're in profit, comment. If you're in losses, still comment. I know if you're in losses, your heart is beating, but don't let your heart kill you. Yeah. These are 3 things. Don't forget that. These are 3 things. And these are 3 things, and yeah, elections are coming. What is coming? Make sure your account is growing, because yeah, it's also starting. You don't start there when you're broke. You leave alone those guys and their fights over Chagulani and say, oh, for us another year has started, man. Another year for fighting with gold and USD JPY. And another pairs. Guy, man, my food tastes so nice. Hey, guy, when I cook for you rice and you just taste it, your mouth can collapse. Can you imagine that niceness of my food? Like, if you taste my food, your mouth can collapse. You're not even that crazy, but your mouth be like, oh, guy, what is this? Yeah, so I think I'm eating some nice pilau, guys. Yeah, as we like live streaming, yeah, because I think I might actually get to a point, come maybe next week. Maybe I'll even choose to live stream 24/7. I don't know. It's just that my PC is quite having some issues, and yeah, my PC was working well, but I did this on mobile to make live streaming far much easier, so that people can just do the analysis on their phones. But I think when I get my laptop great worked upon, then I'll have those 24/7 streams, so that my phones are free, because one of my phones also had an issue. But I'll be back. It will be back soon. So Oh yes, I want to have a stable machine for streaming. But at some point in time, guys, I'll be streaming 24/7. So anytime you'll find the charts running. If there's any trade, I'll tell you take the trade. It will be better on my laptop because I'll be putting buy here, sell here. But actually, I think in my next session afternoon, like for I use trading view. But I like using MetaTrader is to measure stop losses and take profits so that you guys can see what we're exactly trading. So yeah, we are finally up. We are in a profit of 1,200, 700 shillings. Yeah, we are finally up. Yeah. Despite the fact we are still having some losses here up, but we are in profits because remember I took a sniper entry at the bottom right there. So we are pushing. This so there's no way I can accept those trades to go back to losses. Those trades at the bottom, the lowest entries. No way. As I told you, that's proper risk management. If you get in trades and profits, and market chooses to reverse, walk away with something. Don't go away when you are broke. What's the point? Yeah, we are 3K in profit, 3.7 in profit. Yeah, we are pushing. So, what's the point of you walking away when you are broke? When you have lost everything? Yet money rubbed itself in front of your face. It doesn't make sense. Yeah. So back to a bit of losses, no problem. Because me, I'm trusting the fact that price is still gonna hold, it's still gonna push based on market structure, yeah. But if price chooses to come down that to reverse, then I'll have to close orders. I'll have to close orders and see where we can choose to restructure. But where market has pushed decently, guys. I don't want to lie. Market has had a decent push. So if market chooses to fail from where it is right now, then we could possibly see a downtrend possibility. But I'm still bullish on USD without fear or favor. I'm still bullish. Yeah, then if you took the trade, the sniper entry, if you took the sniper entry and you're in profit, feel free to close, guys. Don't be so rigid. If you took profit, feel free to close some orders if you executed more than 2 orders or more than 1 order. Take one, secure something. If you're still in loss, be like me, hold on. But while you're monitoring, don't let the loss blow you. That's my rule of 2026. I want to instill in anyone who is under me or coming to learn trade with me. I don't want people blowing accounts. I don't want that. Yeah, I don't want people blowing Forex accounts. Don't blow an account. How do you blow an account when you have risk management? When you have all these tools? It doesn't make sense. You're losing 3K, you're losing 4K, 5K, close the trade, accept the loss. It's as simple as that. Why lose the entire sum yet you could have lost small? So if you can't lose small, lose small. If you can lose big, then what's the point? Because it's not about losing big. Yeah. It's about losing small while aiming to make big. That's the point. So if you can lose small and make big, then bro, you're on the right track, you're on the right journey. This is just guys, my race just it's very fantastic, man. Super fantastic. It's not yet ready, by the way. But on the last steps, Pilau. Meanwhile, I still have here my matoke, man. This matoke is burning. But you guys, you Bagandas, you are serious. How do you do this thing, Bagandas? Eh? How do you do it? So that's a good entry point. Price is reversing. Price is creating a lower wick. You can scale in actually. Scale in. Go, baby. I want to meet you. Rocking on me on the usual Tuesday. Brothers can never gonna see me, I'm used them. Everybody wanna just talk about you and she went out bugging that shit. Boys on the Friday real, they gonna believe in shit. They wanna believe in it. I'm gonna do it like you. Do it like she did a couple of Fridays. Brothers ain't never gonna be. If you wanna leave, I can never know you want me, but I even try. Put me on the swine, I don't even know if they live in your life. When they think you can't do their work and when they think you don't know how to do their work, but you shock them and you actually tell them, you know what, I can do your work all. When they think you're weak, but when they just see your bicep, they shake. Hey guys. But that's low. 384. Yeah, that's the low I'm securing. So decent, yeah, let's go, man. I told you I'll be on this stream for quite some time. Even I wasn't trying. I'm come up and running this shit for the minds. Everybody wanna believe in myself. They wanna knock on they top of the game. All of these niggas they hate to be rich. They hitting the scene, my nigga, all the thugs. I can't wait for them. They wanna hate me. Baby, don't lie to me. I can be going and flowing like rivers on me. Banana, so they are going to make them really bad. Get smashed softly. Yeah, I think I'm soon pulling out on this trade because yeah, we're gonna move up, but I'm not ready to take any loss right now, which is deeper. If it's to close and fail somewhere there, then yeah. Don't know what's in your mind, but your love is only your side. 'Cause baby, when you knew you were there, and your heart is every time you need. Keep you when you deserve it. When your life is even in another place, and I really know it's true. Oh, I did not send it to my phone. number. 0775. I just saved it in my head at that time. Hello? You're saying? Yes. Hey, Nadia was not meant for that time and we read it for you with Salome. I thought you saved it. It was what? It was about 077. Yes, it was 0772. Yeah, 585205. 58, it's either 5853 or 52 or 5205. Yeah, because I wrote it on my hands, I remember, but now time has gone. She came, she said after coming to this school, she brought for them silver and then she went to buy stationery for their health. It's not my rice and my chocolate. My rice and the meat I let it boil to get that soup. Yeah, and so I have made it tasty. Man, you want me to leave this time? Man, you say. I think let me enjoy my time, but you're here encroaching now. Yeah, you gonna find what you know. Every day you stop. Very fast finish. Well, you can give me the long broom, man. I changed the stick today. God, even USJ, I took a bit, took out some of my stick. I changed the stick to this one. That's it. Man, you know these things can dirty the place. Crazy, man. I just wanna find what you're looking for. Every guy you met with, you gotta. And I know that you wanna find. Guy. Tell DJ why he's doing us dirty. Can you imagine? Can you imagine what your DJ boy is doing to us? Point in time? I'm waiting to see what price does. I know you wanna fight with me, but you don't think about it. I don't even know what's the problem, but your mind decided. So I'm going two more, guys. I'm going two more orders. When you show me, when you love me, I don't wanna know what's the problem with you. Every other day, see you. Everybody wants some more. Man, already 121. Look at me. My speed, look. The uncle full margin. Welcome to the uncle of full margin. When I say I wanna talk with you, I keep on finding your love is in a place, but you wanna hide me. I don't even know what's the problem with your mind. I feel are you really even crazy? Yeah. How you wanna tell me to a man? Yeah. I think I found it. I'ma know your mind through. But we don't love to be watching all your heart through. Every day in my mind I say me. But we don't lie, every day we wanna try. That's where I go be. Yo, we went back down in some hell of a drawdown. Yeah. And if USDJPY is to cross way below that point, that's where I think of closing. Where my last orders are, because I think USDJPY will want to have a decent drop. Yeah, we might have a drop to that point, then push back up. But if it fails to close below that low and pushes up, then I'm thinking still of holding that trade. Yeah, that's why I'm not yet out. But okay, that's still a bit hard. I don't know about you and your life. When you wanna find the day, when your heart kick me again. Ah, guy, what the hell did I put my phone on like that? This shit is so hot. It's like a mistake, man. Hey, guy. My phone is going to even get thermal throttling. I put my phone on something crazy. Yeah, so we are pushing back up, sound and steady. The other trades, there are two trades of mine which got actually. I had like 4 trades which are supposed to be running profit, but like I did what I call risk management. What I want you guys to learn: stop loss, move stop loss to profit. Yeah, so that in case price reverses, yeah, because I had some orders moved to stop loss around somewhere here. So when price reversed, it took them out. And then I added 2 more positions right here. Yeah, and if price pushes above somewhere here, I'm gonna lock these 2 positions in profit here. In case price reverses, I'm not stopped out. I'm stopped out in profits. Yeah, so that's how we manage trades. Yeah, so let's see what USDJPY does for us. Meanwhile, let's see what USDJPY does for us. When you think about all this love every day when you fade, I don't know what's your name and you give me life through my days are hard, yeah, but I know where you wanna go. But you find peace and joy and love to take you back again. 'Cause all I know is all I do in your heart, I feel it. It's taking on for the way and days and all your life that I stand with you when I make Yo, today I'm stuck with actually one viewer who is checking me in and out. I don't have the second viewer. The other day was quite decent. It was pretty much a point in time where I managed to get like 2 viewers. Okay, I'm getting stopped out. Yes, trade is out. Profit, I got stopped out. You can see my balance 37k still. So pretty much I'm seeing like whatever is quite failing. I don't know if it wants to respect the trend line or not. Yeah. But I'm going tight, yeah. So this trade I can accept it to go to a loss. Yes, I'm going to close profitable positions. It's out. I'm down minus 13. So like I'll be getting out of this trade right now for one reason. USDJPY has failed to hold. So I'm gonna, yeah, it could push pretty much and all that stuff, but let me see. For the amount of risk I'm taking, it needs me to get out. Then if it breaks that trend line, I would also say get out. Because I see it has failed. So close all positions. Yeah, so I'm at 19k. That's a loss. It has happened. There's no problem with that because it happens. Yeah. So for the amount of risk I was taking, I have the right to close those trades because they can easily take me out. Yeah. But for someone who is trading a small lot size 0.01, feel free to what? To still hold on their position. Don't rush to close. Don't rush to close. Because I know how crazy USD JPY is like.